Well, welcome back to New York Sports WickerMedia. I'm K99. Thank you, as always, for taking the time to watch these videos. Week 11 in the NFL, the New York Jets host the Indianapolis Colts this Sunday at 1 p.m. This game, of course, was flexed out of Sunday Night Football, which pretty much the whole country is grateful to God for. Colts come into this game at 4-6, Jets at 3-7. Indy losers of 3 straight games, albeit to some pretty good teams. It is their third road game in 4 weeks. This is the Jets' last game before the bye week. So let's break this matchup down with each side of the ball, starting when the New York Jets have the football and are going against the Colts defense. Well, the Indianapolis Colts are giving up 386.7 yards per game. That's 29th in the NFL. So you can move the ball on these guys. They're allowing 22.3 points per game. That's 16th. So while they're allowing teams to go down the field, typically they're holding them to field goals. So that's important to note. They did give up 37 points in one game to Jacksonville, but since then they've been better. They've been starting to blitz a little bit more, and that's made a positive difference for them. Now, some of the personnel to watch. In the middle of that defensive line, you've got DeForest-Buckner and Grover-Stewart, a very, very formidable 1-2 punch at defensive tackle. You've got Kwity Paye at edge rusher. All 3 of those players have 3.5 sacks each. That is tied for a team high. And the Colts are getting more pressure on the quarterback. In the last 3 weeks, they have a 53% pressure rate. So they are doing well. Stewart in particular has a team high 8 tackles for a loss, and he's 10th in the league in run-stop win rate. Translation, don't be running the ball up the middle. This is not the day you want to send Braylon Allen up the middle on 3rd and 1. Okay? Now, the Colts do have some good tacklers. Zaire Franklin has 105 tackles. That is the most of anybody in the NFL. 55 of those tackles are solo. He's their middle linebacker. Another linebacker, E.J. Speed, 62 solo tackles. That is the 9th most of anybody in the NFL. But 62 solo tackles is the most of anybody in the league. Okay? So if I'm the Jets, I'm using Breecehall and running him outside, using him in checkdowns in those passing formations. I don't want to be sending the running backs into Buckner and Stewart all day long. And Breece hasn't had more than 20 carries in a single day. It would be nice to let him go and not give up on the run game too quickly, but you got to run some counters. You got to run some tosses outside because the Jets have one of the highest pass play percentages in the game. They're passing 64% of the time, and only 3 teams are passing more. So let's run the ball a little bit more, or at least give the ball to these running backs in some space through the passing game. Now, of course, with the offensive line of the Jets, Olufashanu will be playing left tackle for the whole game, God willing, for the first time in his career. And you got to give him a lot of credit. He's played multiple positions already, but this is the first time he will be playing a position that he was drafted to play. So I'm very excited to see how he does. As far as the secondary for Indianapolis goes, you got Samuel Womack and Jalen Jones at corner. They're pretty good, but their best defensive back is really kennymoore, their slot corner. He can play the run. He can cover very well. I know the Jets like to use Garrett Wilson in the slot as often as they can, but I would avoid kennymoore as much as I possibly can. Also, their free safety, Nick Cross, he's 3rd in the league in tackles with 98. So the Colts have 3 players who are in the top 10 in the league in overall tackles. So that's pretty much the story with that. I want to see a lot of runs, and I want to see them outside. All right, let's do what we always do. Let's flip the script. When the Colts have the football and the Jets defense is on the field. Well, Indy is amassing 319.6 yards per game. That's 19th. 20.8 points per game. That's 18th, so kind of in the middle. One interesting stat to know about Indy's offense. They have the lowest time of possession per game of any team in the league. The Colts offense has the ball on average for 25 minutes and 54 seconds. So their defense is on the field a lot. Now, Joe Flacco was supposed to be starting a quarterback. Even this past Monday, their coach, Shane Steichen, said it would be Flacco starting against the Jets. 2 days later, on Wednesday, he changes course, and Anthony Richardson is back in. Now, Richardson this year has played 6 games. He has completed just 44.4% of his passes, 4 touchdowns to 7 interceptions, stacked 9 times, so not an efficient passer by any stretch. but he can run the ball. 41 carries for 242 yards, 1 touchdown, but 5 fumbles. So that's 12 turnovers in 6 games so far for Richardson. Now, at wide receiver, you've got a pretty good trio in Michael Pittman, Alecpierce, and Josh Downs. Pierce has a team-high 516 yards, 4 touchdowns, and 8 plays of 20 yards or more. Pittman did not play last week. He is expected back this week. Another player to watch is Adonai Mitchell, a very fast rookie wide receiver. If Pittman's back, I don't know if he's going to get much time. But this past week with Pittman out, he had 6 catches on 6 targets for 71 yards. Did fumble a ball, but he is a capable playmaker. But on the offensive line, the Colts are beat up. Bernard Raymond, their left tackle, he had to leave Sunday's game against Buffalo with a knee injury. He has been ruled out for this game. Their center, Ryan Kelly, on IR. Right guard, Will Freeze, needs surgery on his lower leg. So they are starting 3 rookie offensive linemen at left tackle, center, and right guard. So you have to, if the Jets are going to win this game, you have to expect that their front 4 is going to get steady, consistent pressure on the Colts offensive line and forcing Anthony Richardson into mistakes. A couple other game notes. Somehow the Jets are favored by 3.5 points. Boy, oh boy, I have no idea how. In the kicking game, Matt Gay, 16 for 19 on field goals. All 3 of those misses are from 50 yards and up. And the Jets will be on their 4th kicker in 4 weeks. This time it's going to be Anders Carlson, who is signed away from San Francisco. One day, I do my trivia on the Wednesday night show. One day my trivia will be name every kicker the Jets had on their roster in 2024. Some of these guys are just going to be like a quick blip. All right, well, that is a quick game preview of Jets versus Colts. I guess I'll watch. I kind of have to, I guess, for this stuff. All right, everybody, enjoy the weekend of football. Have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you right back here with more content from you-know-where, the Wicker Chair.